million years I've thought about that.
That was right. My friend told me actually one time she was getting back shots, like her boyfriend was hitting it from the back, and she had a pimple on her back, and he popped it while he was giving back shots.
The grossest thing about that is back shots. Why is it called back shots?
Oh, like you never called it, or just doggy style?
Yeah, back shots feels like
ethnic.
It feels. I don't know why. It feels not.
Nah, I like calling it back shots. But she was receiving penis from the backwards position.
That's nice, like back thrusts or back.
I think it's better than doggy style.
Yeah, doggy style makes me feel inhuman.
Back shots feels like it's in and then it's removed, and it's in and it's removed completely.
Oh, like
back
shot,
in.
like a shot.
Yeah, but it feels like individuals. Back shots.
I like.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Individual shots.
Yeah.
And I can see
I don't know
that.
That's like when you're pulling a train and like each guy comes and
Guys,
does a back
what
shot.
are these terms?
I've never. You said
What is
pulling. I thought it was
pulling?
running. I thought it was
Why
running
are
a
we
train.
pulling a train?
Oh,
What are
it's-
we pulling from?
Or I don't know. Isn't it called pulling a train?
It's
when you
running a train.
Running a
Yeah,
train,
when you run a
okay.
train. Yeah.
Running a train feels good. Pulling a train is like
Yeah.
like
That's work.
like
That's work.
you're like the guys don't want to do it, but you're like pulling their dick out of them.
Oh no.
Sorry, like livestock.
Ew.
That was gross.
That's I was picking up what you put down.
Okay,
I
thank
picked
you,
it up.
thank you. You guys are flipping the terminology a little bit, and I'm like,
Oh, this whole I think we're-
am I Christian? Oh, this
Literally,
is
all
making
we
me
do is talk
nervous.
about sex,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna talk about sex and pimples.
That is my
It
sex.
kind of seems like it is yours. I was just gonna say
It
that.
really is. I don't know. Yeah,
It like gets you off.
Yeah, what is it about? I want
do
to
you
go.
salivate?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I get so pumped, and then when it's over, I start I will find other grooves on skin to see if it's something poppable because I
Oh my
I
god.
get-
keep wanting to have the feeling over and over again.
What's it called?
Salivate.
Salivate. So do I like it? Because I get so scared of it, but I also am like,
Of your own?
no. Like when
You
I
just
see,
could never have one. I believe. I don't think there's ever been one on your face.
I mean, I've broken out before, but like, no. When I see
Not
someone,
the way we're talking.
Yeah.
Not the way we're talking.
but whenever like I even like pop like a pimple from my boyfriend or something, like I get water, like my mouth waters.
I've
It's
never
exciting.
seen
It's so fun, and I want to know what happened in our childhood
Right.
where there's this ooze fixation we're going
Yes.
after.
When you say we, you mean you, right?
Well, no, because there's a lot of people that like
like,
it.
Disgust me.
I guess I'm like
like a jammy egg.
because you know what I think it is. I
Mm.
think my parents, like, we came from a very like dry family. Like our skin was really dry, and like we always you guys had to like lotion to like lather ourselves up and something. So I think like this like thing of like oozing out liquid or something to me must be
Yeah.
something I didn't get in childhood enough.
I love that you're taking it to a place from my childhood.
No, she's trying to
no,
find
it
a
has to
backstory.
be- It has to be. Every fixation, everything is something
No,
from
no,
your
totally.
childhood.
I just
right?
never heard dry family. My
Oh,
whole
no,
family,
my
we're
family's
all
crazy.
dry. We're all fucking.
We were
the whole
dry
house flaky.
family.
It was flaky.
We did
Were you
no
in the
humor,
desert?
no hugs, and dry eczema. That is a dry
Oh,
family.
eczema.
Yeah,
Oh,
eczema. Like
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I came from a labored family. Both of my parents came from tobacco farms.
Oh.
Which is where you dry the leaves out. I don't know if you know how tobacco's made. A tobacco leaf, you pick it and then you go and you hang it on a barn, top of a barn, and then you just have all these giant leaves and you're waiting for them to dry. It's all coming
it's the
together now.
dry.
I'm understanding why I love a big
dry.
juicy wet pimple.
Wait, so how do you feel about like? Do you like your eggs fried with like where they pop?
You know what?
No.
No. I'm so
you a scrambled
complicated.
girl.
No. I'm also not scrambled. I have a weird. I eat eggs every morning, and I have a very particular way of making eggs. But in a restaurant, I want it fried in between medium and hard. Does that make sense?
No.
I want my yolk to be. I don't want it to run at all, but I want it to be a dark yellow.
Like a little tender.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a medium.
Yeah.
Like a
Medium
medium
to
well.
yeah.
Medium well egg.
And let me tell
Yeah.
you, if you have diner in your name, you're not going to get my egg right.
I was just gonna say you must be disappointed
And
a
also,
lot.
I
Yeah.
wonder how
I
many
am.
times people have spit on your eggs.
I'll take it as long as my yolk is not runny, but a dark golden yellow.
but I know that soft, tender.
Yes, but not runny. Would you know what that is?
I like a stage below that, like a little jammy, like a little not runny, but like ooze.
Oh, you don't want a soup. You
No.
want a cream.
Yeah.
You want an egg cream.
Yeah.
I used to love egg yolk. I haven't had eggs in like 15 years.
Oh, is that the secret?
My body doesn't. Is
Wait,
that the secret?
Somebody give me a notepad.
right. No eggs.
Wait, is that what I should be doing?
Well,
Could you
vegan does.
Are you vegan?
Yeah, I've been vegan for 15, 16 years.
Oh.
But like my body doesn't process meat or eggs, like pork or eggs, because I grew up on eggs and
Do you
bacon.
swallow?
No,
You're not vegan,
You
bitch.
I don't like
You're not
swallowing.
vegan. If
True.
you swallow nut, you're not vegan.
No, I don't swallow.
Oh.
I don't swallow unless the last time I swallowed, I was like paid to do it, and that was like in my 20s.
And that's not even. That's as long if you're getting paid for it, it doesn't count towards your diet.
Oh no, exactly.
That's a
It's
good
job.
rule.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's real. Well, actually, I dated this vegan guy once, and he didn't smell. Like, even after he went to the bathroom, number two, it just smelled like carbon.
It did literally. I'm
didn't
telling
smell.
you, it's like going to the bathroom is like dropping a rose petal. I have a whole bit about it, but
What?
Yes.
Like,
it's like rose petals falls from your asses. Now, however,
how many asses do you have? You said
One.
asses.
Sorry, but like
What
also.
happens when you go
Pretty BBM.
vegan?
But also, you could be very gassy, but it doesn't smell. But like, you can be very gassy as a vegan because you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Mhm.
That makes sense. You have fiber galore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Galore. It's good word. So it's good use
Yeah.
of galore.
What I just like what
But also, I drink so much water that like my pee, like I pee so much, but it's like clear. I went to go like pee in a cup the
Your
other day
pee
because
is clear?
this guy wanted to buy my pee. I know, long story.
No,
to tell
I
you.
get it.
No, but
Wait,
like,
did you sell it? What is your pee? What color is your pee?
but it was like almost clear because I drink so much water and I'm
Yeah.
always eating fruits and vegetables. Like,
You were like, let me go. You know what you needed to do? You need to take a omega-3 vitamin.
so
Wait,
it makes
is
it
that
really
vegan?
yellowy.
That's fish.
It makes it. No, they have vegan
Flaxseed.
Flaxseed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, if your pee is clear, you're not peeing, you're squirting. You're squirting. That's squirt.
What do you mean squirting?
That's squirt. That's not pee.
Okay, I'm not having sex though. Like, I don't. Okay, I do joke about this where I'm like, because a lot of people have questions.
Just call clear pee squirt.
I feel like I opened in the middle of the book. Wait,
Do
hold
you
on.
wait? Do you squirt?
Wait. Do I squirt?
Like she squirts.
Bitch, it's hard
do you-
enough for me to do.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like I literally like I need you there, but then I need to forget you're there, and I need to like I need to be in my own world.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're not like squirting. We're just you know, we're just trying to
Getting
get on
by.
top of the mountain.
That's how like Baby Girl
That's
the movie was. She like
Yeah.
had her man and then she went and did her little porn thing. In
Right.
the closet.
And then she's with her man, but she's not with her man mentally.
Oh, so I just want to be clear. I'm not out here squirting all the time.
Well,
I just have
The
before.
fact that you're squirting at all is wild to me.
Because I've heard so
I
many
know
things.
people.
I've read on TikTok.com.
Yeah.
I read a dissertation on TT. TikTok University. That squirting is really just pee.
Oh, that's what you
And-
were saying.
And you just get so excited you lose your bowel control.
Yo, is that true? Because we have romanticized fucking squirting, and I've wanted to squirt. And if it's just fucking pee, that's
It's not true.
Well,
It's
so
not-
imagine.
I have a story. We can do it off camera.
okay.
Okay, Keita.
Oh, then why say it?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
let it go.
Come on, Keita.
Squirt it out.
Squirt this out. One time I was with a woman and I was servicing with my hand.
Don't
He
do
was
your
fingering
fingers
a
like
woman.
that.
Yeah.
Look, I was
With a toothpick in the other hand. That's crazy.
It's so weird.
Anyway, all I'm gonna say
Your
is
headphones aren't even on your ears. Okay.
all I'm gonna say is she came and literally it was like someone threw cream of wheat on my arm. Like up
Ew.
to my elbow. It
Oh,
was like
No,
thick.
she's a
That's-
disease.
Yeah, that's a yeast infection.
That's a yeast
That's a yeast
No, it
infection.
was not.
Okay,
That was
you're like the guys that are
discharge.
like,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
is
That
really
was
coming.
Yeah, she was-
Regular
She was
discharge.
backed up,
It
and
ended-
she didn't need to see a doctor. She just needed to go see you.
No, it was not. It was not an infection. Like literally.
Yeah,
it
he's so
ended
the
night
declarative
before.
sentence about her bodily function is hilarious.
I've
You're like, I
never-
know.
I've never seen that before.
So,
it
but-
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The squirting is thicker, but not pee
Okay, so
or no?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I've never
Hold
squirted.
on. So many. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
We can't move on from cream of wheat, everyone.
That is
Wait.
crazy.
Was your
It was, you know, you're from Indiana.
what?
You know what cream of wheat's like? It was really
Chunky?
It wasn't chunky. It was it was viscous. It was viscous. Had some thickness to it.
Oh, like a man's cum then.
No, it wasn't that thick. It was, and it covered my eye. I mean, it was like literally like 2 cups.
Like a
were
zookeeper?
pouring out.
What?
Like
Wait, that's
Two
crazy.
cups.
Zookeeper's crazy.
From
Zookeeper's crazy.
from
Are
my
you sure it
hand-
came from her?
Yeah, from my hand to my elbow, and I was like,
Bro, no, you were having sex with a giraffe. Hold on. That is not.
I've
Did
never-
you like
Elephant.
it?
fuck no. And I just got out of there.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
The-
I
and-
was struck silent.
And they didn't address it either.
No, they were drunk.
Maybe that's the
Bro,
problem.
you.
Bro, she shit on you. She shit on
She
you.
shit out the nut. She shit
Yeah,
out the
I
nut
let
she
you
took
know-
earlier that day. And
Yeah.
put it on your arm.
Doug,
Oh,
Doug,
Yeah.
she wanted a
It was a-
half on you.
It was a bird. It was probably a bird.
Yeah,
It was a
that's
bird.
not like that's first of all not squirting.
It was.
I
squirting.
no,
No,
it's
no.
no.
I don't think squirting is really a thing because like
I don't either.
none of our grandmas, the other generations aren't speaking of this. I think we're just like peeing and not like it might be like a pee that's like comes from it might be like an excited pee. This isn't like a we need to release our toxins pee, but it's still pee.
So this is my theory.
I agree.
Because what
This is my theory.
why
This is my theory.
cuz there's not that much fluid.
So I believe, when you go to the movie theater and they have those soda machines where you get to decide,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always gonna be soda water.
Yes. Yes.
It's that.
You're just picking
No,
the
you're
different
not
syrup.
done.
You're just picking.
Done.
You're just picking the different
So you know
syrup.
that you can say I can pick
Bro,
Coca-Cola
you don't get
syrup.
to say something wild and then just look and be like, "Am I right?" No.
Hey,
You just that's not hey.
Yeah. So it's
You know
basically.
when you're looking at the menu and there's a lot of options and you're like, but hey, there's always appetizers.
So when you click the flavoring, right? The syrup, whatever. I believe squirt is just the bubble water without the pea syrup.
No, you're just being
It's
confusing.
like the cum. It's like the cum with the pee. You're saying because like the soda water is
Guys,
the pee.
Yeah, well, because
but-
let's say, okay, so when you pee, right? There's a buildup.
What you do?
When you pee, right?
She always pees in a boxing ring.
Yeah, I'm ready to rumble. All right. When you are like, obviously, with the beginning of the day, you start your morning, right? Your pee's gonna be depending on how much water you drink.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have more of that pea yellow syrup
Yes.
because it's collected, right? So if you pee before sex and you still have the buildup of fluid, I'm not dehydrated, but I have left. I said this in the last podcast where I've left feeling dehydrated because I squirted so much.
What
yeah.
is happening?
Because you've got past the syrup. We're just in bubble water land.
I know squirting is a real thing though because I have girlfriends who literally like are squirters
Mhm.
and they talk about it and I'm like, I don't squirt.
I
Like,
just think I mean,
It's probably pee.
because hear me out.
Respectfully.
This is gonna be
can
so
we ask
gross.
ChatGPT?
Yeah. Also, yeah. I had to not. This was the only reason I stopped doing CrossFit. But when I was doing CrossFit, you know when you have to do the rope pull?
Yeah.
I think I was like using so much tension in my legs, I would kind of get a little aroused. But then I also peed in my pants at the same time because I think I didn't have enough arm strength, so I was pulling from whatever other muscles I had. And I remember one time we were doing like a fitness test kind of thing in CrossFit, so everyone was
Mhm.
watching everybody do everything.
Mm.
So I had like
Nightmare.
like a circle of people below me rope climbing, and I was like, I'm about to come on all of these people. But what came out was pee. And I realized I genuinely think sometimes
Mhm.
your undercarriage, when one muscle is fatigued,
Mhm.
then the other muscles kick in. And so when that hole is fatigued, the next hole releases.
Mhm.
And it's piss.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Because
Stop saying kind of.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's
I
just
believe
Google
I
it.
believe
I love
that.
that you guys
Okay.
are.
I believe that.
What is it when a female orgasms but she squirts?
It's a subject with varied experiences and understandings. If you have specific questions or concerns, it's always good to speak with a healthcare professional.
Hey.
That's exactly what I said.
That is what she said.
Same pocket of water.
I love how the
different filter.
okay.
Yes.
Justice for
all
squirting.
I
bubble
do
water.
love how the robots are still safe, and they're like, but check with your doctor.
Absolutely. It's always good to have reliable information and a bit of caution. If you have
Don't.
any other
Don't play it safe with me, chipped up.
Yeah, she's not a friend of the AI.
I'm not. You know what would have been nice? And I feel like if we had the Magic School Bus in 2025, Miss Frizzle would have done an episode on squirting.
Yeah. Look at adult.
They
school
did
bus.
they did an episode on salmon cum,
They did.
salmon sperm.
An adult school was just a party bus. Everybody get together. There's a stripper pole. Everybody's an adult. We having a good time.
Right,
We're
what
gonna figure
if-
out squirting.
What if they go? What if they go to a woman first and it's like one of their moms and they're with their dad and they're like there's no product to sample, you know? And then they follow her mom later on a errand and she goes and she's having an affair with like one of the other kids' dads and then she's squirting a lot with him and they're like, now we can see what skirts. Does this make sense?
No,
Everybody
no.
What
likes
Magic School Bus were you watching?
I
No, we're taking a hypothetical adult party bus, Magic School Bus, where everybody's
that
adults.
feels like Bill Nye maybe would do that. I don't know about Magic.
But they would they would go into the bodies of people and then like research like one of the kids would get sick and then they would go in the mouth and like figure out how the blood cells would
Yeah.
fight the infection and like
yeah.
then they followed salmon and watched how their sperm
Yeah.
whatever, and I think that's how they learned about sex. So wouldn't if they were learning about
Well, they're all men.
squirting, if they're learning about squirting, wouldn't it be funny if they went into the body of one of the kids' moms
Yeah.
and they're like watching them have sex with that kid's dad, but she won't come at all,
Yeah.
and they're like, how are we gonna know? And then they follow her later,
Okay, I'm following.
and then she's having an affair with another man, and then she starts squirting a lot.
Yeah.
That would be a really funny episode.
That would be really funny. They didn't give a shit about women's bodies in the
No,
90s.
they didn't.
So you
unfortunately.
grew up. You said you grew up on a farm. Wait, what did you? What's the vibe?
The dry.
Yeah, it's
a very dry farm.
A dry.
It's a dry environment.
When
Also, I love that you're really hoping for hydration for mothers here. Like you're really like, I want that for these mothers to be hydrated and to be wet.
I know. What is it about? Like, what is it about me and like liquid and oozing? I don't know what's up with it, but
you were restricted from it as a child.
yeah.
Yeah.
All we had was milk. That was our only liquid. We never even bathed. No, we
What?
did.
Oh,
We
I was
just
like-
did.
Billy, do
We-
you like the taste of water? Like, do you enjoy like drinking a glass of water? As someone that hates water, I'm wondering.
Oh, I don't hate water.
Oh no, I hate water.
Oh, I love water. And I have a certain kind of water that I go literally and buy. It's Eternal Water. It's like voted one of the best waters on TikTok.
That's the
University.
alkaline one, right?
Well, it just has like the best, like so many bottled waters that are like contaminated with plastic and like all these other different metals.
Yeah.
But this one is voted the best. So I literally go out of my way to like Air One or Lazy Acres. Sometimes CVS has it.
You're living a life that I could never live.
No, I'm literally like, I don't care if I spend my last $3, I'm going to buy good water.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, because it's going in my body. And like, also, like, I just,
You're
Like-
gonna live to like 150 or
It's also
some
funny
shit.
because the transition from that was she said, I only drank milk growing up.
I did. I
And
know.
you said, I'm going to buy the nicest water.
You're like Evian poo poo.
I don't do
Disgusting.
milk. I don't do
Evian
dairy.
will kill you.
dairy's really bad for the skin.
I know. I know. I don't dairy anymore. I would like to transition into
Being vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met this one girl was my esthetician years ago, and she was like in her late 40s, and I swear to you, I thought she was in her 20s, and she's like, "Oh, I've been vegan my whole life." I'm like,
Really?
it was so
Fuck,
inspiring.
I'm so fucked.
Even
I
when
ate
she eats
McDonald's
processed
twice
food,
yesterday.
she would like have a little bit of phlegm. Like she was that clean. Like I'm white trash
Wait,
vegan
what?
though, girl.
What's phlegm mean?
Like clearing your throat. Like I smoked weed yesterday, so I'm clearing my throat all day today, like an
Mhm.
idiot.
Do you
Phlegm also is not spelled how you think it's spelled.
F L
PH.
E A U G H?
No.
PH.
Yeah, it's PHLEGM.
It's crazy.
That's so annoying when they do that.
That's
It's like, come
phlegm.
on, English.
It's like, okay, I didn't know phlegm was French.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Sounds like it.
the French claimed phlegm.
Yeah, they all day.
Okay,
It's pretty
okay.
French.
We know the phlegm came from bubonic plague. All right, it's not yours, France.
Yeah.
It came
belongs-
from Pangea. How do you eat a lot of oats though, and grains?
Fiber. You like
Don't switch it around.
no.
on me.
What are you eating? Yeah, what are you
I
eating?
just want to because you look so good, and I'm like, I feel like if I ate grains a lot, like, do you have pho a lot? You probably have pho a lot.
I have.
PH.
Okay, I have.
Also French. Pho.
Pho.
Vietnamese pho is actually French.
There's actually a lot of French influence, actually.
Honestly,
into
it's
Vietnamese because
Really?
the Vietnamese conquered France at one point. That's why they have French bread.
Vietnam conquered France.
Or France conquered Vietnam.
France conquered Vietnam.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's why banh mi
True.
has French bread.
Oh, I knew it.
okay. To be fair, though, I did recently get this endo lift where it's like this laser that goes inside your skin and like literally like pulls your face. So in 3 months, when it like really heals, it'll be really nice and tight and lifted.
Oh.
Dr. K, he's literally the best.
Yeah, I'm trying to work really hard so I can afford Dr. K.
Yeah, it will. He's in Orange County, PCH Med Spa. If you want to go to him, I'll hook you up.
This is a
Girl,
lot of
you-
expensive
Her and I
letters.
will. Her and I literally DM about lasers and
yeah,
stuff.
I
I'm
know.
like,
I'm going to get one tomorrow. I'm
You
going
are?
to get
Okay.
my 4th Clear and Brilliant tomorrow.
Ooh.
And do they laser off pimples?
yeah. I mean, well, it
Hopefully.
helps. It helps clear your skin.
Good.
But,
I've never
like-
had a laser. I'm kind of scared.
What?
You look like a child.
That's
She is a child.
Asian.
She's the
You're
kid.
Asian.
I'm not like.
Why have I asked for your opinion on anything?
But I,
Well, you haven't even come yet. You're not even squirting.
Oh, no, I've been
you
coming.
are.
I've been
Oh,
coming.
she's the one that's squirting over here. Okay,
I've
we're
been-
not.
I've been coming a long
Yeah,
time.
it's because you have a
Yeah.
you have a young taint.
Yeah.
Tate specifically.
Yeah, I don't actually know what a taint
Okay,
is.
but you've been traveling everywhere, and like
Yes.
I'm so jealous. Like I can't wait till I get to my career in comedy where I could be on the road more.
Oh,
Like that's really inspiring.
yeah, okay.
I know.
Crazy thing to say, by the way.
I know. I
Everybody-
know. People have their thing about it, but girl, at least you're making money and you're doing
No.
comedy.
No. It is amazing. It's so fun. I love it. I
All
wouldn't.
that's fake. She's like, let me
I'm
just
blessed.
say what I
That's
just
media
said.
training.
I'm
That's
blessed.
media training.
So
I'm blessed. Please keep booking me, agents. I love Rochester. I'm going to somewhere and I'm going to Tyler, Texas soon. I mean, this is the dream.
The
no,
men there, though. I mean,
it's really fun. I would like to get to a point where I like can bring my own food and my own water and everything because it is such an unhealthy lifestyle.
I've heard.
Because there's there is fried food and water in bottles.
No, and their salad bar looks like it was from the 80s. Like,
yes,
it's scary.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when you get somewhere, it's really fun. But this is what I always told people, like, because I just went to Rochester and I met a friend who she's just now starting to go out on the road, and she's like, I'm drinking on my airplanes and everything. And she's like, how do you do it? I was like, your first year on the road, go balls to the wall. Don't beat yourself up. Just like celebrate being on the road and celebrate, being at a point in your career when you're on the road all the time.
Mhm.
I would have a year of debauchery. And I did. I was like really drunk. On most of the shows, when I would go on stage, I was really drunk to the point where I just was in Nashville doing shows and a woman came up to me after my show and she was like, I loved your new stuff. She's like, I love how much you're growing. She's like, I was at your last Nashville show. Remember when you were really drunk? And I was like, no.
It's so awful. It's so awful when people do that.
Yeah, I was like,
I hate that feeling.
But I was happy I did it the way I did it because I got it out of my system.
Mhm.
I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I didn't like start out on the road holding myself back so that I was like, maybe I should have a drink. Maybe I should eat all the fried food. I did it all for a year. It was fun. And then it got so old.
Mhm.
And I got like sick of being like feeling gross on the road. I got sick of like not really remembering my set.
Yeah.
Blacking out.
And yeah, and now I know this is my lifestyle. This isn't new and scary and whatever. Like this is my day to day. I'm in airports, I'm in hotel rooms, whatever. Now I like can start taking the steps of being like, what do I need to do to make this insane lifestyle more normal and okay? and like we really end up having to do is spend a lot of money on like things that people would be like, no, you're insane for doing that. Like shipping. Look, I know Mateo Lane does this. Like he's a meal plan that he has meals like shipped out to whatever city he's in, or like bringing water bottles, like having a suitcase and packing like 4 giant water bottles of whatever you want. It seems crazy to somebody who goes on just vacations every now and then, but you're like, when I'm on the road every single weekend, I can't keep living like whatever, I'll just be unhealthy for a weekend. It's your life now. So it's really fun, but now I'm like trying to figure out how to make it like sustainable.
Yeah.
Do you have a writer like where you can ask for things like on your writer?
That's also the thing. I don't want to be the difficult one yet, because I'm not like selling out every show.
Got you.
So I don't want to be the one.
Do you start out like what is the process for us newbie comedians? We've been both doing it 2.5 years.
Three in August.
Stop being so young. I'm sick of your shit.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
you're 45.
Yeah, it was my
No, I'm
my
happy
boobs
for
kind of
you.
sag a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
because they're enormous and wonderful.
Listen, if I take my bra off, they will drop like turbulence. They fucking
Good.
But like
It must be so hard to have huge tits and squirting all the time.
It kind of is
Hate it
actually.
for you.
It's actually really hard.
Oh,
I have to
good.
change my underwear all the time. My back hurts.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I know my
good.
back hurts all the time too.
Yeah, get
It's
it.
like,
I know. I mean, I have to like.
I hate it
It's
when
remind
girls
me to-
with big tits complain about having big tits.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
it's insane.
I feel so bad for you.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something. I can't everything I wear. I just look pornographic.
feel so
Everything I
Cool.
wear.
Lovely. Every day's a music video for you guys. Okay? Oh, it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I have 4 sports bras on to give me more inches.
You got.
No, I don't. I have
sweetie,
nothing.
they're-
Yeah, you're just wearing 4
I
sports
have
bras.
nothing. I have nothing. My tits are literally like, you know the Olympic sport where the skiers go like this. Bro, a little Lego man could do that sport off of my tits.
Oh, like they've got a slope.
Yeah,
got like a-
they got a slope and
pretty
then they're like Cindy Lou Who tits. Like they go like woo, they go up, back up.
Can we show a picture of her?
Cut to. Can we actually?
Yeah,
show
yeah.
them?
I want a side profile of Cindy Lou Who's nose, and then that's actually it. You know,
like the slope.
you know how they zoom in on Dr. Seuss and the Grinch. They zoom into a snowflake and they live inside the snowflake. Actually, Cindy's Lou Who's nose is, if you zoom out, it's actually my tit. A lot of people don't know that.
But that's kind of adorable. They're probably like they're just
adorable.
chipper.
Yes, that's my tit. Like I have Dr. Seuss tits.
Yeah.
I'm sure guys love them.
I mean, it's different. I think it's fun.
That
and
means they're
different.
always like supportive. Like they're very like,
Yeah.
oh, you're doing great.
They're always happy to see you.
Yeah. I mean, I have mom tits, and I literally have never had a child and never breastfed, and my boobs have looked like I've probably had 3 kids.
No, I think that's probably what like guys want to see though, because it's.
I don't
like-
have any complaints, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just when women with huge naturals are complaining about huge naturals from having mosquito bites, it really drives me to a place of
Good trade.
Yeah.
I'll give you. You
Well,
can donate titty meat now.
I know. Can we have days off where it's like,
Yeah. Can I take them off? You know what I mean? Y'all could put them on.
yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, that's nice, but still.
I do, but there's something about like big tits. When you have nothing to wear, you're just like, well, I'll just show some cleavage,
Yeah.
and no one's gonna look at the rest of your outfit anyways.
Yeah.
It's like a nice thing.
Never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I will say this though, like there are times like when I get dressed up and like go out, like the way that the attention that I get from people and men, or when I walk into a room, it's like the eyes are on me. It can be like sometimes you don't want that attention, and just by the shape of my body and who I am. Like, which is why 90% of the time I literally look homeless because I want to blend in with most of LA people. I don't want to look, and it's weird. Like, if I don't go out for like a couple months and I get cute and go out, I forget that I'm like cute.
Yeah.
Like, I forget that I'm
That's
attractive until I go out.
What?
Like,
When I started comedy, I was dressing down like a fuck. I
Yeah.
would wear baggy fucking. I want y'all, and I would jerk on stage. I would just do dumb shit because I was like, I don't want y'all to know what I got under here, but you could see
You
it.
have to actually though.
Yeah, I learned that.
I mean, this is
what,
like
show
not-
your tits and ass?
No,
No,
the
the
opposite.
opposite
for
Because, dude, I experienced this recently. It is kind of frustrating to be cute. But no, it's there. I feel like people don't want to admit it. And like, yes, people have bigger issues, but when you walk on stage and you're cute, a cute girl especially, I feel like it's not really necessarily the thing for guys anymore. But like when you're a cute girl on stage, there is like this, if people don't know who you are, they're not a fan of yours already or know your work, like there's this immediate reaction of like, well, who does she, who does she think she is? Like, why does she think she's going to be funny? Whatever else. And it's like a hill you have to climb up quicker than anybody else on stage. Like somebody, like a, you know, like a guy that's kind of schlubby or whatever else, and he comes out and immediately like makes some like deprecating joke about his appearance, has started at +3, and you walk on stage and you're cute, you're starting at a -4.
Yeah, I was just talking to Kat Cohen about this, and she was like, men just can't handle it when you're hot. They don't understand that you can be hot and funny.
No, it's almost like they take it as like they're like defensive about it.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like,
So we have to be ugly? We have to like dress down?
because you're cute, whatever. I think there is a subconscious idea of like, well, if you're cute, I want you to like me, da-da-da-da. So if you're funny and have your own personality and your own confidence,
what am I bringing to the table?
Then you're not going to like me. And I'm not saying they're saying this. I think this is very subconscious.
Yeah,
like it's not like they're saying, they're not even probably
even though
this
we're not there to
themselves.
date them, we're there to fucking entertain.
Right. But it's like she's like has her own thing going and she has a personality, like, then I can't like, I won't have a thing up on her. That I can like have her. And so it's like, so because the other night I did a show at Laugh Factory, and I had a great set. I went up top, and then I went to the bar, and there was a bunch of people at the bar that were at the show, and I more than 5 times somebody came up to me and they were like, you went on stage, and like I immediately like stopped paying attention. Like I was like, oh, this is just the girl. And they were like, you know, you blew me away. You know, I was so impressed by you, da-da-da. And it's just like, and then the rest of the lineup, you respect them all, but they're just, you know, bros that wore a crusty hoodie on stage. Yeah. And like I don't know, it's just, and it's, you can get over it, but it's just like, to zoom out on that is to realize, like, even in society, you have to walk about life knowing that like men need to know that they subconsciously like need to feel like they can have you in some kind of way, and they will feel a bit of a defense if you have like, if you show that you are your own person.
Yeah.
Well, even going out and cracking it open too, as the single female comic on the lineup, because like I've been going on the road and like opening and stuff, and I'm usually the one that's hosting and cracking it open, and I know I have to come out and be so out of pocket, that thing that they don't expect, because we were talking about earlier, like the thing about comedy that makes things funny is the surprise. And so if you look like this and then you sound different, or you say something that's not expected, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you turn it on its head immediately.
You should come out and be like, yeah, I'm hot and I'm fun. Like, you should like live in it a little bit.
Well, I joke about cutting off a piece of my pussy, so you know they're like, mutilation, but it's like it's not deprecating, it's just a joke.
Okay, but for me, like the surprise you're talking about, like for me to be all pretty and cute and have my boobs out, and then I talk about I used to have a dick. That's the surprise. Like that's one reason why I think it's fun for me to embrace the femininity and be pretty. Yeah. But then I'm also like, fuck, what, you could be right. Because I've also had notes where it's like, you just wearing like jeans and t-shirt would work better. And I'm like,
fuck that. Who's saying that?
Honestly,
I had a comedy coach. I'm not going to say her name, but she once told me, she's like, I think it would work better if you were just wearing like a jeans and t-shirt, but it kind of explains where you're coming from. And they probably know that. You have
to schlub yourself up. I have a question.
But as a trans woman, I do like saying like, look how feminine I am. See these hips, see this ass. And then it's like, you know, like it's a surprise.
Well, every vessel's different, you know? Because if you think about it too, like being a trans woman, that's part of when you get on stage, like this is the package of what I am, versus I get up there and I'm a very curvy lady. But when you think about even like women of color versus white women, it's perceived sexually in different ways. Like if you wore something really sexy, they're gonna be like, oh my God, she's like, but if I wore something a little more form-fitting, Black women typically on stage, like you'll see that. And so it's a little different in like their mind's eye. But ultimately, as women, they're gonna sexualize us regardless. Yeah. So it's kind of like whatever you feel most comfortable killing in, wear that.
Do you guys get hit on after shows? Because I've also, every female comic I know is like, I've been hit on once. Like, and then male comics are like, all they do is fuck.
Yeah. No,
I get hit on a lot.
you do.
Brag.
I've talked about this so much. I don't. And whenever you get hit on, it's usually like in a you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, you should
Yeah.
be honored. I like you.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's not like a wow. It's really
Ew.
cool. It's like
yeah.
just so you know, like I actually thought you were pretty cool. Like it's like this like.
You're actually pretty funny for a girl.
Right. Like, just so you know what you're doing, like, we all think is lame because, like, this is a guy's thing.
Yeah.
But, like, I think you're cool.
Yeah.
They're not saying that word for
Right.
word, but that is
Yeah.
always the vibe of it.
That's so weird.
And then it's followed up by, like, I've always wanted to do comedy too.
Yeah,
Or
of course.
here's
Every
my
man
jokes.
in America.
Yeah. Or I could write for you. Da da da. So it's
Yeah.
always like, I see what you're doing, and, like, most people don't dig it because this is the man's world. And then doubled up by I also see that I can do what you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
It's never like what you are
Like
is
you're a queen.
yeah. It's never that. And the guys that hit on girls after comedy shows is always
Gooners.
Gooners, bro.
yeah. It's a man who wears a cloak in the summertime.
Gooner.
He's
Yeah,
a
no,
red
it's
fair.
It's a man. It's a man that has a farm animal as a profile picture. You know, it's not like they're not because, and I think it's the same thing with dating too. When you're a woman entertainment, especially stand up, when you show that you have your own agency and confidence,
Oh yeah.
you end up dating people who, at least for me, aren't necessarily like your cliche attractive
Yeah.
kind of person, because attractive guys, quote unquote, or whatever else, they can get a good number of girls. Of course, they're going to get the quiet, submissive girls.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would they go after somebody who has, a
Opinions.
full schedule, ambition,
Yep.
their own, shit going for them, their own opinions, everything else, when
Yeah.
they can easily get a very quiet girl who is just are
Easy.
willing to be an attractive sidekick.
Yeah.
That's why I want
Yeah.
someone ugly and older.
Right.
Like,
I know.
I want to
Medium
look like
ugly.
a fucking supermodel next to this person.
Right. Well, yeah, and it's not, I'm not saying it's not like I'm complaining about it, but I always get the comments, like people like see who I'm dating and they're like, why are you can
Yeah.
do.
I think
Why
that-
don't you go date somebody like a very attractive, famous person? I'm like, because
I can't-
they aren't somebody who is going to support me in the way I want.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
they would always see what I'm doing as a competition to their life, because
Yeah.
they're used to dating people who are a sidekick.
Yeah.
That's
real.
real, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
And I think the fantasy of funny women is much greater than the reality. I think when men are like see comedian, they just don't, they're intimidated. They don't know how to
Mhm.
behave around them. And yeah.
It's also like, bitch, I get sad sometimes. You
Yeah.
funny bitches are sometimes the saddest ones.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
You don't want to see me at like after I had a really bad night and I bombed, and then I went to go do another show to redeem that bomb, and that one didn't go that well, and then I
Yeah.
just gotta sit at home
Mhm.
and just sit in it, and you don't want, you know what I mean? Like a man that can't, you know?
They want the women to suppress everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just, I don't know. There's just something about it. I was saying this earlier. Like I had a hard time dating when I started comedy. Like
Mhm.
like when the transition from being just a normal bitch in the world to like being a comedy girl, like it was very different because men looked at me very differently.
Yeah. Because they
Yeah.
would be like, well, hey, why are you entertaining me too? That was the other thing too. You're
my
the funny
God.
one. Entertain me.
Oh.
Tell me a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
You ever-
annoying is it when, because every white dude, I have a theory, wants to be a comic.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, every single one.
And they're of course not.
Literally every white dude wants to be a comic. Is that
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, no. So sorry. Thinks they can be.
Yeah,
You should say that.
sorry.
Yeah.
And
That's
thinks they're
so-
funny
yeah.
when they're not funny.
When I see a
Right.
lineup that's literally, I mean, which is all the time, it's all dudes.
Mhm.
It's so hard. Like there actually was one recently where I commented, "Where is the fucking girl?" Like there's at least one girl, but like I get so mad because these dudes are disgusting. And even like with the Laugh Factory, it's like I go to Laugh Factory and I literally am like, these dudes are not funny. They're talking about raping children. Yeah, when I go up there and talk about my man-made pussy, the owner was like, "You should clean it up."
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I don't even go there anymore because there was this whole thing where they were like developing me, but I kept on having to be, my note was cleaner. And then I had so many girls DM me and be like, yo, I was told the same thing. And they were cis. And I'm like, so you're telling me that this
Mhm.
old ass man can tell women not to talk about their private parts, but I literally hear men who are not funny talk about raping children.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, so this is what it is. And I've heard so many people like, and also slide into my DMs talking about how Jamie has approached it this way. And I like went off on them and I refused to go there.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild. Imagine being Joan Rivers though, or like Kathy Griffin or fucking Ellen. Like,
And you know what?
Back then?
Literally, I have so much respect for all the women that like literally paved the way.
Mhm.
Like I think about that all the time. Even projects that I write, I'm like, I want to like put them in some
and
way.
they
Like,
villainized every single one of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta be comfortable with the world just being how they are with you. Like, I get so much hate online just for like so many men. Like, I watched this on mute. Like, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a view. You drove it up, and at the end of the
Right.
day, it's also just like my thing is like I just don't care anymore. Like after getting like that initial hate, I was like, I don't know.
I think it's funny. I literally entertain it. I like laugh a lot of times. Like this one girl was like, "Oh, you're never gonna be a real woman," da, da, da. And I'm like, "Well, your man seemed to enjoy it when I was pegging him the other day." Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I think it's funny,
Yeah.
and also it's my engagement's gone up like 600%. I've lost followers because I've attracted a lot of Republicans and a lot of MAGA through Vanderpump and Bravo. But shedding that, and I know like that's meant to be like I know I'm gonna piss off some people because I'm trying to protect my own fucking rights. But like I literally laugh at these comments, and I love Stella, but she recently, and including my other team, have all told me like,
can I-
don't reply to your comments.
Let me defend
when they're
myself.
hating. I know. I want you to. But like, don't reply to the comments because it makes you look a certain way because you're being mean to them. But I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off when I'm doing it. Like, I'm not sitting in the corner crying or hurt. Like, these
I
people
defend
are
myself,
probably in the
please, Billie?
basement being fucking
Yeah.
disgusting, like no life.
with
like,
a lump in their back.
Yo,
You-
this is what I was saying.
Okay.
You won't
Nobody's
get your,
there to pop
You
it
won't
for
get
them.
your point
Oh,
across.
that's even
I want the
worse.
same
Yeah.
thing. I
It's
only work
calcified.
with female comedians. Like I want the same fucking thing. You have to play the game a little bit where you're not getting preachy and mean because then they stop listening.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance where it's like you look like the asshole because you're not giving them literally anything and they're being dicks. So you're winning by not responding. And if you start responding, then it's just going to create like more and more and more. I think you could make
More
it.
engagement.
Take,
I love responding, but like doing it from a place of just pure silly and
Yeah.
goofy.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, they're spending so much time and energy replying to your post that was not at them or directed at them. And so
And
if you
paragraphs.
respond with like almost a silly, goofy comment that's letting them know like how unserious all of this
I
is,
agree with that.
it like takes all the seriousness out of their comment.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And
think if you
it's-
get mean, that's then being like, oh, we're on the same playing field. And they don't think that. So then you lose if you're
Yeah.
mean. That's the problem. But if you're funny and stupid and like make a joke, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But when you start debating, I mean, we don't have a female president for this reason.
I mean, you listen. You can't lose if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about shitting your pants or something.
Yeah.
Because you realize like yeah, like in the comment section it's never like it's never a winning game because you're not on a stage, a live stage face to face. You know? Like it's in the comment section. This person could be a straight up crazy person. No matter what you say, they're not going to take it to heart and they're going to respond with something insane.
Yeah.
So instead of like wasting your time and energy trying to reason with somebody, you can just throw the insanity back at them and keep walking throughout your day because the comment section is not where any of us are going to get any peace.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, it's also it's a mental health thing too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've never known anyone that like feels better after they respond.
Yeah, and when I was on Vanderpump and I was like very Bravo fans are very insane
Really?
and intense.
I don't know, guys.
don't
I've never
know.
had cable.
She only drank milk.
I love it. Yeah,
I've only
literally.
ever had milk.
I love
I've
that
never
for
had
you.
cable or water, just milk.
I love that for you.
I'm so scared. What are these?
Yeah,
I've
what-
never
what-
been on
I-
a podcast.
I was gonna Bravo fans, but that too.
But are Bravo fans? Are they like most like what is the demographic?
Well, they
of
love the
I just
drama,
I
like-
picked off a nail.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I've been watching. I used to do that too. But they love
watching.
they love the drama.
Just like
I know.
ASMR, just ripping your nails
I
off.
love. Will this help viewers? Should I show
Yeah,
everybody?
do it.
Here.
Oh wow.
Okay, and now we're gonna get into Bravo fans.
No, but Bravo, it was very. I entered a place. I went from being stealth, where I didn't tell anyone that I was trans, because finally I had all these surgeries I could fit in, and I didn't want to be, shunned by society any longer. So I was like, yeah, I'm cis. Did my thing for a few years. Well, then I got Vanderpump, and I was like thrown into the spotlight, but being trans and also not having control of my story or my narrative because they edited it and controlled it.
It's maddening.
It's maddening. And I was so insecure. So the comments and the tabloids and all that stuff, I was crying. I did have a mental health crisis.
Yeah.
That's also different than doing stand-up clips and putting stand-up stuff out there because you have agency over what you put out. They're fucking you in the edit.
And that's
a
why I
completely different.
love fucking comedy, because I literally can own my story.
Yeah.
I create it. It's on my terms. And once you make fun of yourself, once you really sit there and dig deep of the things that you can make fun of and you write about it, no one can fucking touch you.
Yeah.
I literally am in such a different person now since I started comedy. One, it just the balls were taken off, but they grow right back when you're on stage. That shit is so scary. So I just feel so confident in such a way that no one can.
She liked that one.
The
I
balls
would
grow right back.
Listen, if it were me, I'd keep them and I'd put them in some formaldehyde. I'd put them put in a little trophy.
Right.
I'd
No.
encapsulate them.
You blow a kiss at him every
I
day.
can see that for you.
You know when you touch the door
Yeah.
on the way out?
Yes,
I was just
yeah.
I'm like,
It's
Yeah.
game time.
yeah.
I can see that for
I
you.
still got the spirit of them.
But I literally, I'm in such a place where comments don't fuck with me like that. If anything, I think it's funny. But I do get triggered sometimes where it's I don't understand why you're so upset. He's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna take your rights away. Bitch, he's literally erasing us.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single day I open my phone, it's national news. We are literally the topic. He is doing everything he can to completely erase us. There's not even a T with LGB.
Really?
Yeah,
They took off the
literally
T,
they took
yeah.
it off. They took off
Took
the
off a
T.
T.
Who took off the who
The
took
orange
off the
man in
T?
office took the T
He's
off.
just doing shit.
He's just
It's all distraction. By
no,
the way.
I know.
It's all
Yeah.
Who I forgot. Now I'm quoting somebody and I don't know their name and I feel really bad. But if you Google it, there was somebody who was on I believe the Daily Show, and the quote they said was that they're putting all this energy into talking about trans rights, and trans people they're less than 1% of the population.
less
And
than
there's-
1%.
That's
There's Laverne
And they
Cox,
were
yeah.
like, and really what you're worried about is, your money, your education, and your safety is at
Yeah.
risk right now. And it's all to protect the 1%, the
Yeah.
richest people in the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be worried about people making up 1% of the population. You should be worried about the 1%.
Yeah, get the fuck out
That's
of Billie.
That was
Lohan's
Laverne Cox,
comments.
yeah.
Laverne
she's-
Cox,
yeah.
wait,
Yep.
on the Daily Show with the with red hair?
Mm-hmm.
No, she was on The
Laverne.
View.
Yeah, it was
It was
Laverne.
Laverne.
Okay.
With the
Okay.
red bob. Yep.
Right,
Mhm.
so everything
She
I
looked
said
good.
leading up to that, we can cut that out and just...
That's
No, Laverne. And watch. You should watch. She has a new show out. The Clean Slate. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
And it's on Prime. But yeah, go watch it. Support her. It's actually really good. But no, it's true. And the thing is, the reason why that they can target us is because there's so many people out there that's never met a trans person. They
Yeah.
don't know. So it's easy for them to be like, oh, they are the bad person.
It's-
Oh, they are the
It's an easy boogeyman.
yeah.
This is gonna be this is such a stretch, and I meant to say it because I was listening. There was a podcast about it's called Dictators. I think is what the podcast is called, and they do series on dictators. And there was one about Saddam Hussein, and I'm not getting all the facts right, but I was listening to it, and I was like, this is literally happening here. When he was rising to power, they had there was essentially created literally a boogeyman that was going and killing people essentially. And while all this was taking place in the country and everybody was paying
Yeah.
attention to it, the boogeyman was the government,
Right.
by the way, killing people,
Mhm.
but it was a distraction, so they
Yeah.
didn't realize these evil powers were
Yeah.
coming and rising to power.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
They're
it's
all
literally
following-
happening in this
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, they're
they
all
just
following
found
Putin
a
and stuff.
boogeyman.
Yeah.
It's an easy boogeyman
the same
because you
thing-
can hide behind, religious,
Bullshit.
religious reasoning, etc., whatever else,
Yeah.
and so that people aren't really paying attention to what's happening
Yeah.
right underneath their nose.
It is fucked up that you can like for me as a trans person to wake up and be like, I'm the boogeyman
I
that
know.
society, like, I'm the boogeyman that they're using. It's just
Yeah.
a fucked up, like, and you're bombarded by it 24/7, which is why I'm so good at being a victim. I'm really fucking good at it. And I just started writing this joke and like it like did really well. But like I swear to you, I think that's why I'm such a good like victim, because I have been born and raised in a way that like I have been victimized
Yeah.
because I'm the boogeyman.
Right.
Wow.
Well, when you think about it too, just like what you're saying, like the creation of that boogeyman, they did the same thing during during Hitler era with the Jews and the propaganda and the way that they drew them. They made them look really inhuman, and it's like it's very easy to dehumanize and carry out your mission of taking these things out when you make them inhuman. The same way when you think about like during slavery, three-fifths of a person
Yeah.
legally by law,
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah.
it's easy to keep them as slaves because they're not even real people.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a way to dehumanize people in order to carry out the things that you're trying to do as a government, as a regime. But the religious backing is also interesting too, because the reality is that's why church and state are supposed to be separated. Because the minute you get those things together, then you can kind of apply whatever regime and whatever thing you want to do.
So back to why I didn't want you to reply to comments.
Shoot! The defense is back.
She's back.
You got a team.
On the stand.
You got a team.
Is because I want people don't know, like I want you to represent this or help represent this community that people don't know about and have villainized. And I think playing into the boogeyman is worse than not playing into the boogeyman, because it's proving that whatever Trump and those people are saying, putting you out as, is not true. That is literally the only point why I want to, also for your mental health, because it's really fucks you up. But like exactly what they're saying is why.
Yeah.
It's like you're not like the comment section is not. You're not on a basketball court.
Right.
You're on you're on a hill and they're shooting from up above and you're below. Is what it feels like when you're on a comment section.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would rather everybody be like, because eventually the crowd will be like, that's fucked up. Stop saying shitty things about this person that's not even saying anything back.
Yeah.
And then they'll start listening rather than be focused on the fight.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
also
the
going to
belief
give it to him
system.
because most MAGAs are also in my fucking DMs
Of
asking me to
course,
join
they all wanna
OnlyFans.
They all want to
So
fuck you.
I'll stop fighting them, but then I'll start like getting sexy and they can pay my bills.
Air their business,
Because
that's
that's, yeah.
Take
Just
the
don't do it
money.
publicly.
Take the money.
The obvious elephant in the room trans joke here would have been it's Boogie Woman, first of all.
Yeah, I know.
We have to scrap the whole episode. We cannot put this out, guys. I don't need this for my career. We can't. We're done.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
done.
transphobic.
This is my first and last episode podcast ever.
Bring her nails up as we
Shoot,
speak.
I'm never gonna be able to replace this nail now. I'm done.
You need to
for
go get
it.
your nails done, sweetie.
Yeah,
She's on
it's
the road so
gross.
much.
I know, it's disgusting. I put milk on it to try and stick it back together, but it didn't work.
Milk? Ew.
Yeah, I
It's a
know.
compliment.
Your teeth are white, though. I like that.
Thank you.
They're so
Yeah.
white.
Thank you.
So
How?
white.
Why? The milk?
How?
Crest
Why?
whitening strips, milk.
Sour milk, baby.
Yeah.
I just paint milk on them every day.
Amazing.
No, I
Paint
do.
is crazy.
I do. It is gross. I did that. I do crest white strips.
Yeah.
You do?
I do these vegan strips, and like my teeth actually feel
What
kind
is
of
crest white
sensitive.
strips not vegan?
No, I don't know why I said that. I just they literally say vegan on the box, but they're not crest, and I'm like, I don't know.
You talking about Granada? Those ones?
Yeah, I
Those ones
think,
were- those
yeah,
That's some
Those ones-
propaganda. That's bullshit.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, crest whitening strips I think are pretty obviously vegan.
Exactly,
also,
but you know it works for me when it's less chemicals and it's vegan.
that's
like-
fair.
Anyway.
But that's what I've been doing with my
Nice.
skincare though. I've been washing my face with Manuka honey. I don't use any real skincare. I use all oils
This is.
and honey.
I don't mean to put you down,
It's fair.
but you are 27.
Yeah.
Nothing you're saying about your skincare matters right
That's
now.
true.
No, but I was having
It
really
does matter
bad-
because
I was having really bad
She-
hormonal acne.
You
I
did.
was having, well, they still do underneath the little bit that I'm wearing now. But I've been trying to work on like getting my skin because I had like a really bad breakout like all over my face like the past couple months. And I was like, my skin's not what it needs to be. And so I started switching to natural skincare, and that shit was working. really
Manuka
well.
honey.
Manuka fucking honey.
Manuka honey kind of. It does sound like a friendly slur you say to your friend.
Oh, Manuka honey. It's Manuka.
It does
honey.
sound scary. I don't want to say it again. I
Oh.
feel this is my second time being canceled on this podcast.
What was the first one for talking about pimples?
Boogie woman.
Oh,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
She's-
Boogie woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are getting canceled
I
after
know,
this one.
I'm done.
No, it's not real.
Sorry.
Cancel is not real
Yeah.
anymore. Being canceled isn't real. I've learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you're getting
She's 27.
You're getting younger.
Yeah.
No, but I think about it though. It's like at the end of the day,
No,
like,
you're right. I agree.
If
actually.
you lean into and you let it, I don't know. There's so many people that I thought were canceled that are just still
Trump's in
doing-
office. There's no canceling
yeah,
anymore.
you
You
can be
literally
offended.
like.
no, I know. I agree with you. I was just.
Mhm.
I will
fucking
say, like, you know, the whole thing that happened with
Yeah, say boogie woman
Boogie.
again. You'll be fine.
Boogie person. Boogie being.
great.
Boogie being.
But
You guys.
I'm gonna have to do a bit on that.
You're boogie being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boogie living creature. Boogie.
Boogie man doesn't have a gender.
No.
Boogie woman.
Yeah,
But
boogie,
yeah,
boogie
it's
thing.
true. Cancellation doesn't. We're all human, and humans are complex, and we're all gonna get canceled. Like if you rape someone, or
No.
Whoa,
Yeah.
No,
whoa,
if you
whoa,
rape
wait.
someone, you could be president.
well, I'm
Like-
talking as a woman.
No, I know. But like,
don't-
literally, you could
It's-
do anything
Well, it
and
depends
be
on what
president.
party- It depends on what party, though.
Yeah. It depends on
Yeah.
what party.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
you
'cause
can't.
we have standards.
You
Cream of
can't.
wheat. Where
You
is it?
can't.
That is true. Clayton got blown.
I
and we're
know.
still
Wait,
thinking
yeah,
about it.
you have some work to do to be credible again. After
talking
cream of
about-
wheat. Me? Are you asking me?
Oh, you're talking about the. Okay.
The cream of wheat
We
up
have not moved
to,
on
up to
from
your
the cream of
elbow.
wheat, Kita.
You were like, I've got a squirting story. No, you didn't. You had a medical emergency story. You said it, and you genuinely thought we were all going to be like, oh, okay, good. But we were all like, that no.
You wanted to relate to group
Yeah.
of women. You wouldn't relate.
We
You
were
said,
like,
Look,
oh,
I
that,
tried.
You
That
had,
was-
you,
that's
you,
not normal.
she was shooting chunks at you, and you were
Yeah.
like, girls, do I got to
Medical
You had, a bowl
emergency.
Yeah.
you had a bowl of cereal thrown at you,
No.
bro.
Lucky Charmed.
Gross.
Dude, that's a OnlyFans Lucky Charms commercial. Oh, gross.
Oh, just like a little.
Oh,
That's a chlamydia commercial. That's
Yeah.
like, hey, go to.
I hear that girls your age are putting cereal up their pussies to make
First
it.
of all,
What?
Wait,
Wait,
No, I saw it.
girls her age are putting cereal up their vagina.
I mean, I saw it on the Mormon show.
Why don't you guys just like read or something?
Let me
What
tell
do you
you
guys?
something. Let me tell you something. I don't know
She's
about
like,
that
do
at all.
not blame it on
I
me.
feel like there's a target on my back
Yeah.
right now.
You guys be nice to the
Yeah.
kid, okay? Be nice.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but I'm just like I feel like you guys need like
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've been thinking about this actually a lot lately. I can read. I can read.
can
but
you?
reading, I feel like has been getting harder to sit down and do
Yeah.
because things move so fast. And so I can read. I have the ability. I am literate, but I never have the attention span. Like I feel like and I used to be able to read, especially if there's something nasty in the book. I don't read it.
Mhm.
But it's now reading is not
No, you can't. You don't do chapters. You just do captions.
no like I can't.
Wow.
That's what I literally just read from social.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I feel
I
like
should write that
so many
down.
people don't read as much anymore because you get all the information. Like as much as we want to say, "Oh, I read this online," it's no, we saw a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Or video. I like video essays, like really long form video essays, or I like audiobooks. I'll listen to an audiobook. I can listen.
It's fine. I don't
I
read
can
either.
listen.
I
I was gonna say I don't think reading is like
Nobody reads anymore.
I do. I am trying to read, but it's an attention thing, and it's
Yeah.
hard. Once you get entertained by short, quick snippets,
Yeah.
it's a hard thing.
Well, it's even funny too when people like try to like throw like Bible verses at you. I'm like, you spark noted that.
Right.
You schmooped the Bible.
Right. And that's when I want to go. There is a lot you can read about how that Bible verse came to be and when it was how it was rewritten over time, over and
Yeah.
over and over again to serve the purpose of the governing party at that time.
The boogeyman.
By the way,
The real
I
one.
love Gen Z. Okay. I do. I truly do. I think you are doing great things for culture, America. But I am gonna make fun of you if you put Fruit Loops up your pussy. Like I just
Let me tell you
am.
something. I've never put a Fruit Loop up my pussy. I want that on record. Never ever once. Never
Wait.
put anything edible up inside
know.
of me.
And what-
Unless only thing edible inside of me has gone this way, not that way.
You
'Cause
guys
I
are
eat it.
so. I do think this about Gen Z. I think you guys are gonna have the loosest butts of any generation. You
True.
guys are just doing so much butt play.
That stuff is wild.
And no, hear me out.
Wait, they do anal?
Yeah, they do. Our parents never ate salads, tossed salads.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
tossing salads and the anal and all this stuff. It
They
was,
do like the anal.
The tongue and the butt, like they don't go together.
Yeah,
I'm not big on
it
anal.
used to be such like
Taboo.
No, like I don't like my salad being tossed, but I'm down to like get fucked.
I know, but it used to be like it used to be a holiday tradition, you know. But now it's every Tuesday. It's like not good.
I did get my
You-
ass in on Christmas.
You guys
Like
are gonna
last year.
you
Yeah,
guys are gonna have loose butts,
I mean,
and
I don't
it's
put-
fine.
Listen,
But you'll
But-
have surgery, so it'll be fine.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
and shit can
I'm
just
being
come out.
generalized
Like,
again. I'm a victim in this situation.
No, you
I've
just-
never had anything up my ass like that. Never. But you know, my mom has talked more about like joking about anal. Like, bitch, you do that.
She does it on holidays though.
No, my mom's a
no, there are some women out there that like to have it
yeah.
like anal. I understand why like men like to feel like a little pegging and stuff because like they have their prostate
Yeah,
there.
right.
And, like it
G
makes it
spot.
feel good.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm giving someone a blowjob and it's been like way too long. Okay, you're gonna need a finger,
Yeah.
sir.
See, when I thought you were talking about our rectums being a little looser, I thought that was about a diet thing.
No,
I
I
thought that was
knew
No,
about
I
diet.
think
exactly
you
what she
guys are
meant.
gonna hear me out.
if
There's
that's
gonna
the
be a
case, fair.
new interior design trend where the chairs have suction cups on them because y'all are gonna feel trouble
You
staying
mean the
in your
toilet?
seat.
Oh.
You know, you guys are ADD and you have those little poppets that
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys play with.
Yeah.
You're gonna have poppets on your chair.
Yeah.
So you can get so you can pop your butt into place so you can stay on the chair because you're gonna have loose assholes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be slipping left and right, up and down.
Wouldn't even know how to put a finger. I'm gonna say it. I don't know what finger. I don't know how the nails.
You
would
never
be.
fingered an asshole?
Never fingered an asshole.
Oh,
I was born in
wow.
1988, guys. Like that,
Sweetie.
it wouldn't.
I do
the
a
year you were born
knuckle.
does not
Yes,
does
it
not
does.
constitute the things that you
But
were doing
she's
to
right
booty.
though. It was taboo. Butt stuff was taboo.
It was.
I did like
It
a
was-
knuckle, like you know, you do a little
Oh,
nug.
like knuckle it a
Yeah,
little bit,
like,
knuckle it a
knuckle
little
a
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
But like if I was gonna do an actual finger, then it would be like my middle finger. Like
Oh, see, I tried doing
The
it one time.
longest?
Do you do it with your nails done?
I don't. Okay, I used to have long acrylic nails like you, and it actually, I've done it. Coconut oil gets it in and out. There's no cutting.
Oh wow.
But my ex used to be like, "Oh my god, can you take your nails off so we can like have ass play?" Like literally,
Oh, wow.
the second I would get my nails taken off, he'd be excited.
See, I did that with my ex sometime. Not with a nail, but I tried. And because he would joke about it, like, oh, like joking about liking it. And then I did it. And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, all right, we don't have to
I'm
do
just
this.
thinking about how many men I've slept with that like wanted that, but didn't think they could ask.
No, you just have to wait till they're blackout drunk, and not in a.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Wow.
That's what's going to get you canceled.
Yeah.
Hold on,
That's what's going to get
Girl,
you
it's gonna get canceled.
Whoa, that's what it is.
Guys,
Thank
cancel
you
people
so much.
sell more tickets.
Transphobic,
on the
racist,
road.
rapist.
I'm about to be selling out in Tulsa, everybody, after this podcast.
She's obviously been in Tulsa too long.
Oh my
I
God.
meant not blackout drunk as in they don't know it's happening.
Yo,
I just mean the first time they
Time
need to be a
lapse.
little bit like, okay, yeah, let's try it. Like,
Yeah.
wait till they're a little bit crunked up.
Tipsy, and you also have
That's
to.
what I meant.
Yeah,
That's what I
tipsy.
meant.
yeah. Hey, you be like, smell this flower, and it's a popper hidden in the
Yeah.
flower. And he's like, oh, I
Yes.
feel great.
They really do want it. They just don't know. You just have to warn them.
Okay, you give him a little Ambien. Or
Well,
something.
you got to do like a little.
No, you
That's
said
worse.
it. Guys,
Ambient's worse,
You'll take
actually.
that.
She's drugging
I
them.
say
Are
yes
you
before I
kidding
hear what
me?
you're saying.
We don't drug them. Just
Yeah.
if you massage it and get like a little oil, like a little lube,
Mhm.
then you're fine. You don't just go junk right in there. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna startle the
Yeah.
motherfucker, and he'll never want to do it again.
I'll tell you what,
yeah,
I won't eat a man's ass. The only time it ever happened, he had
That's
pushed my
nice.
head
That's
down,
good.
and I remember I got really sick afterwards. I got E. coli.
Shut the fuck up. His ass was dirty.
It looked clean. We took a shower, and then I still got E.
like
coli.
that's why I'm just like
You got E. coli?
I got E. coli.
What is a coli? I know it's really disgusting and bad.
It's bad bacteria.
It's poop disease.
I was 21, dude.
God, you poor
21.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
pink eye of the butt.
Oh
Yeah.
my
butt pinged out.
God, that's
and
scary.
He pushed my head, and I was
Oh,
like, I
he
guess I'll
didn't.
try. But he talks about it. All the female rappers be like, oh yeah, and I ate his ass and made him switch.
Nah.
And then that's the problem. See, the real problem here is the media and the women and the all the things that they're trying to say, like, eat his ass. No, don't eat his ass. Don't do it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
never
not-
eating ass again since
Yeah.
there's E. coli.
Well, there's a
Well, we
colon-
won't be. We won't be.
We are still talking about eating ass.
The only time we eat ass is if you show me a video next to a newspaper with so I know it was that day that you cleaned, shaved, and exfoliated.
I need to be paid.
Newspaper specifically.
Well, you know how.
Yeah.
Well, no. When you do a hostage situation and
Girl,
like
you
you're
spending
making
too much time in the Midwest.
Wait,
Like-
imagine,
No,
imagine having him pick his legs up with the newspaper underneath.
No.
Also-
It's the newspaper with the date, so you know he did it that day.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why, like in a hostage
He could
situation.
just write the date, right?
Exactly. I want to know you cleaned it that day. Like in a hostage
what
situation,
you
when
mean.
somebody's making a hostage video,
Yeah.
they have a newspaper next to them, so it shows like the newspaper comes out the day with the date on it.
Yeah.
So you know, like, oh, I am recording this on Tuesday, April 11th. Da 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 da. So if I'm gonna eat your ass, I need a video earlier that day of you shaving, exfoliating, and cleaning your ass next to a newspaper of that date, so I know
Yeah.
that it is clean that day.
Yeah.
Hands
Yes,
down.
yes.
Thank
With
you.
the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap,
Yeah.
and I'm not eating it with the legs up. You got to turn around.
Yes, and Dr. Bronner, he is a religious man, so that is important to clean that with religion.
Yeah.
And I'm only eating a vegan's ass. Like, I'm not getting
Okay.
E. coli. Like,
This is getting it. Wait, you poop when you're
said,
vegan,
I can't
dude.
eat it. It's not vegan. I can't eat it.
Yeah, that
well,
is
because E.
important.
coli, doesn't that come from meat?
No, it comes from shit.
Don't come here for facts, I guess.
You guys
Yeah.
get E. coli.
Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
They
us
will.
know. Let
Hi.
us know.
Yeah. And if you don't say anything nice, we're gonna clap back.
Yeah.
But in a silly way.
Oh,
I feel like we
wow.
covered all the important topics.
Yeah,
today.
so where can we find you?
Please don't. Please don't. I am only if you have a llama profile picture. Can you come holler at me? I meant it's Katherine Blanford on all social medias, and I have a special out on YouTube for free $99.
You do?
Yeah, called Catholic Cowgirl.
Oh,
Go
okay.
watch.
Ooh.
Did you watch it?
I said go watch.
Oh, watch
I'm
it.
going to watch it. I'm going to masturbate to it. I'm so
I
excited.
do have a pretty cute outfit. That's
Okay.
masturbatable.
Okay.
I did that for the views. Hey, you can listen to it with the sound off. It still counts as a view. You
I
can-
want to do a special, so I'm going to talk to you about that afterwards.
Great.
I need,
I'm
I
ready.
need, I need some advice.
I have a lot of things. I
Okay.
have a
I'm
lot-
really proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of
Aw.
you.
Yeah,
I'm proud
thank
of both
you.
of you.
Thank you. I
Thanks
don't know
for
you that
coming
well, but I'm
by.
proud of you
Thank
too.
you.
I'm proud of you
guys.
too. Look at us.
You
Look at
guys.
us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.